Welcome to Cairns and the Great Barrier Reef. Cairns and the Great Barrier Reef acknowledge we work, live and play on Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander land. We pay our respects to past, present and the future. So tropical North Queensland is vast. Its size rivals that of entire states of Australia. So stretching just north of Ingham, which is, as you can see on the map, just near Townsville, all the way to the tip of Cape York and west across to the Northern Territory border. So our region offers diverse experiences for high-value travellers. And whether you're a young adventure seeker or a honeymooner or a couple craving a tropical escape, which is most people who visit our region, families looking for the perfect getaway and some real connection time in nature, there is something for everyone, including incredible self-drive experiences. So Cairns is the main gateway to tropical North Queensland. And as you can see on the map, there's plenty of must-visit destinations like Palm Cove and the Northern Beaches. A little north is Port Douglas, and then the Cape Tribulation and Daintree rainforest area. We also have the Atherton Tablelands, which is like the food bowl of Australia, and a beautiful area called Mission Beach. So our region is all about diversity, sustainability, and immersive nature and impactful experiences. So it is really, really perfect for those guys who want to come out from New Zealand all the way to our beautiful tropical location of North Queensland. Now, this is our current aviation slide. So we have some really exciting news for those who are wanting to get over to our region. So we have a new Christchurch service that will open from the 1st of April. And so that will boast your access to and from New Zealand to the sunny South Island, and also Air New Zealand, which has a seasonal direct flight from Auckland, operates 4 times a week from March into October. Obviously, we work really closely with our domestic Australian airline carriers. So we work really closely with Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne. So we have great gateway access domestically as well. So we're just going to show you a beautiful video of our region, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
When was the last time you discovered a place that is truly great? The kind of place that no matter where you go, you breathe in its grandeur. You feel its history. You hear its stories. And you can't help but immerse yourself in its absolute, undeniable, well, greatness. Here in Cairns and Great Barrier Reef, you not only find all this, you might even find yourself. You truly feel changed by this place. It's in all your senses, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, the smells, and just the overall feeling like nowhere else on earth. It's somewhere that will stay with you for life. Because here in Cairns and Great Barrier Reef, you'll see great and leave greater.
So we hope that great clip of our region has inspired you to come and visit, but obviously we welcome your guests to see great and leave greater. So let's talk about why we would choose tropical North Queensland as a next destination. So quite simply, why wouldn't you? And Anne's Crew have built some amazing packages like the ones that we're going to talk to you today. So North Queensland is a must-do when creating the ultimate Australian itinerary. So we will just move on to iconic locations like the Great Barrier Reef. So our region is the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef, and the Great Barrier Reef is the largest coral reef in the world. It is the only living organism that can be seen from space, and you can explore the reef daily with tours available from Cairns, Port Douglas, Cape Tribulation and Mission Beach. And our friend Dave will speak to his product today, Passions of Paradise. It is also the only place in the world where two natural UNESCO World Heritage areas sit side by side. You can meet and hear the stories telling from the oldest living cultures. And this is where we can talk to you a little bit more about experiencing Indigenous culture. We have Dreamtime Dive and Snorkel, and this is operated by Reef Unlimited and is the only Great Barrier Reef tour that has experienced marine biologists and also Indigenous cultural guides that share their stories of the land and sea. Their experience at the end of the day also includes Indigenous music and dance on the return journey home to Cairns. We also have Mundingalpai Authentic Indigenous Tours, which is included in most of these North Queensland packages. Now, their Deadly After Dark tour is an absolute must-do when visiting the region, and it's a great option for those seeking an evening experience. So it features delicious canapes incorporating bush tucker. You embark on a calm water cruise along the Cairns Inlet, where you can observe the nocturnal animals and marine life before visiting the stingray shelter, which we call Ulu, and that's after the Dreamtime story of the stingray-shaped mountain in the centre of the inlet. So my favourite part of this experience is actually that it's led by two sisters who offer a really remarkable woman's perspective on sharing women's talk rather than traditional men's stories. So you can eat your way through the Atherton tablelands, and Nerida will speak to you a little bit about the Kuranda area and heading off into those tableland lush areas that we have. But it is really the fruit bowl of Australia, and there are tours such as Brett's Outback Tasting Tours and Down Under Tours that offer great food inclusions. For our self-drivers, there's nothing better than taking your time and staying somewhere like Rose Gums, which is a great local accommodation provider. They have a tree house that is surrounded by like amazing tracks in nature. You'll see beautiful bird life. They have amazing champagne and food packages and things like that. But if you're a self-driver, you can visit the dairy farms, the ice creameries. We obviously grow mangoes, lychees. We have great coffee plantations and tea plantations that you can visit. Papaya is a very well-known fruit for our area as well. And summertime is amazing. So you can taste all those lush tropical fruits around the Atherton tablelands. Now, the golden sands and crystal waters await our beautiful beaches. All three of us today live on the northern beaches, and literally that's where you'll find most of us locals. So there's nothing better than pretty much just finishing your day on a great tour, having a glass of beer or wine with us locals hanging on the beach, watching the sunset. And most of the popular beach areas would be places like Trinity Beach, Palm Cove, 4 Mile Beach on Port Douglas, but you can also, dine in restaurants along those coastal areas. So places like Trinity Beach, you can get a wood fire pizza and just and watch the coastline there, or you can go to 4 Mile Beach and grab one of our delicious seafood platters and resorts and things that are all along the beach line. So we have incredible luxury experiences and accommodation in North Queensland, which makes it really effortless to stay in our location. So travel packages can be created across Cairns, Port Douglas, the Daintree and the Tablelands. You can also see the Outback here featured and Mission Beach. So Lizard Island, Silky Oaks and Mount Mulligan are 3 of the luxury lodges in Australia. So you can combine all 3 of these to make the ultimate Australian experience. So you can explore the Great Barrier Reef on Lizard Island, and then you can stay in that beautiful lush red area of the Outback. at Mount Mulligan, and then you can also stay at Silky Oaks with that rainforest experience. So it's like a mini Australia, having all of those really beautiful colours of our vast location. Our luxury experiences, we have sunset sailing. Now you can do that either from Cairns or from Port Douglas. This picture is actually from the Port Douglas region, so that is done with Sail Away. Steve is a local owner. He has great eco and sustainable products. Sunset sailing is definitely something that you should do if you're staying in the Port Douglas or Daintree region. There's obviously helicopter tours, so you can see the Great Barrier Reef from a different angle and beautiful heights. And that is done with Nautilus Aviation. This is my picture here, private dining with a view. I've recently stayed at Tala Beach Nature Reserve, and they have some amazing dining experiences, including a private dining experience on request. So there are some of our luxury experiences. We're going to talk about the Great Barrier Reef in a moment with my friend Dave from Passions of Paradise. So he'll go in a little bit more detail about the package that is on offer. But I just wanted to touch on the liveaboard product, because Michael and the team at Anscrow also have a package that includes minke whale experiences. And this is done with a company called Divers Den on the vessel called Ocean Quest. And that takes you to your northern reef sites where you have really close encounters with minke whales. It's just exceptional. That happens around the June to early August times of the year. But I will stop sharing now, and I will pass over to my friend Dave from Passions of Paradise.
Thank you very much, Kath, for that great presentation on TTNQ. My name is David. I am the head of sales and marketing here at Passions of Paradise. This is where you get to see the best of the reef in one day from Cairns. So why choose Passions? Why we are great? Why we are great at what we do? Well, Passions started in 1987, locally and owned. And still to this day, we are locally owned and operated. This just means we have full control of our amazing service, our amazing product. As you can see, we offer snorkel and dive from Cairns. And why is it so perfect to go from Cairns? It's because we have one of the closest places to access the outer Great Barrier Reef. The further you go out, the more beautiful and more vibrant the corals will come. The marine life just becomes more vast. So accessing that Great Barrier Reef in a single day, whether you're a snorkeler or a diver, is perfect. Here at Passions, sustainability and ecotourism is one of our #1 priorities. As you can notice from our slide, we are advanced ecotourism certified and climate leader certified. It's very important for us to keep this status to make sure that we are sustainably traveling to the reef every single day. When you jump on our vessel, we don't just keep our vessel, as we mentioned, climate friendly, eco-friendly. We also interact and partner with some really key partners. We've got our Coral Nature program, which involves restoration and growing new corals. We've got our I Am the Reef partners, which is part of a Grumper program with our master reef guides and onboard marine biologists. Passions of Paradise is one of those Queensland tourism operators that is also part of the Tourism Hall of Fame. The biggest thing that I believe and we believe here is it's about the customers. We always make sure customer service and customer experience is #1. What would a day on Passions look like for us? So as mentioned, we are lucky enough to be able to access the outer Great Barrier Reef in a single day. So we depart in the morning around 8 a.m. with a return at 5 p.m. This allows us to have access to 2 really beautiful outer reef locations. Our day includes all of your snorkel equipment. If you choose diving, all your diving equipment. We have complimentary guided snorkels. This helps those that are a little bit nervous in the water. Go and find some of those beauties we have here to uncover. Marine naturalist presentation is done at the end of the day. If you've seen something really beautiful, really cool throughout that day, this is your chance to ask our onboard marine biologists. One of my favorite parts of the day is definitely the chef prepared lunch. We're one of those unique operators here that actually has an onboard chef that cooks something a little bit different each day. It means that we get really good results and really scrumptious food. You also get your morning and afternoon tea, which is usually some really beautiful local fruit, some nice tea, some nice coffee, and it's really good for that enjoyment and bringing the reef together. As additional add-ons, sort of your extras, we have our Eco Discovery Snorkel Guide, which is a new add-on product that we have. We've got our Be a Marine Bio for the day, which is a private guided option. So if you have guests that want to be pampered and catered for the whole day, you can have your own marine biologist chauffeur you throughout the whole day. And also, we can do introductory and scuba diving. One of our biggest points is, as of the 1st of April this year, we have opened that the second dive is now also pre-bookable. If you need to know anything about Passions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Come speak to me, whether you're at an event, on the phone, or email. I'm going to pass you over to Nerida at Skyrail.
Nice to meet everybody. It's a pleasure to be with you today, and thank you very much, Dave, and Kath, for our very warm welcome. So my name is Nerida Meakin, and I have the pleasure of representing Skyrail Rainforest Cableway. So at Skyrail, we have been passionately preserving and protecting some of the world's oldest tropical rainforest for the last 30 years. So we are Master EarthCheck certified, and not unlike Dave's wonderful company, Passions of Paradise, we too are family owned and operated. Fantastic. Now, one beautiful thing that you see about our lovely region is obviously the wonderful mountains that you can see there on that lovely landscape. But David Attenborough described this part of the world as one of the most botanically fascinating places on the planet, because it is one of the only areas in the world where you do have those two World Heritage areas side by side, the beautiful Great Barrier Reef and the World Heritage listed Wet Tropics Rainforest. It truly is a remarkable part of Australia. The whole Wet Tropics Rainforest, which spans from just south of us, about 2 hours south at Cardwell, all the way up to the tip, is actually one of a very, very small part of the landscape. It's only about 0.12% of the entire Australian landscape, but it's such an important part, with over 80% of the plants and animals that are found in the whole of Australia located in this rainforest. As I mentioned before, we too are very, very passionate about sustainability and making sure that we are protecting and preserving this beautiful part of the world for many, many future generations to come. So what is Skyrail? So we are a lovely cableway that takes you up over the beautiful mountain ranges, across the Barron Gorge National Park and into a lovely little village called Kuranda. The cableway itself is one of the longest in the world. It's 7.5 kilometres in length. So over that journey, you get to see some beautiful changes in the landscape, an absolute pure view of just pure green surrounding you, and some stunning waterfalls on the way. Now, the most popular way to do a Kuranda day tour is to go one way with Skyrail and one way with the Kuranda Scenic Railway. Now, it honestly doesn't matter which direction you do choose to take, whether you go up with the train or down with Skyrail or vice versa. It truly doesn't matter. But you've got lots of things in diversity that you can be able to see having those two experiences combined. That's some of the beautiful views of that stunning green that you do get to see straight from your gondolas. And unlike other cableways around the world where they literally carve out a path and they take all of the trees, they didn't actually build us like that. So they built us tower by tower to do as minimal damage to the forest as possible, and make sure that they were protecting and preserving that rainforest environment. So where is Skyrail? So we're about 15 minutes north of Cairns and 50 minutes from Port Douglas. So it is something that's very easily accessible to include into any day tour. That's the beautiful views of the Barron Falls that you can see there, and she is very much in full flood at the moment. We always recommend putting 90 minutes into an experience with Skyrail because you do have those two fantastic stops along the way. Now, the first stop that you can see there is the beautiful Red Peak, where you quite literally do come down into the forest floor, get to see that real jungle canopy environment. And in order to be able to enhance that experience, we offer complimentary Aussie Ranger guided tours. So the rangers are on hand to explain the environment to the customers. They point out plants and animals that honestly you would just walk past otherwise. They talk about the history of the environment and give you a chance to see some of the beautiful living dinosaurs that are located in that area. The next stop on the way is the beautiful Barron Falls, and we have a lovely edge lookout at Barron Falls. So there's a lovely glass floor lookout that gives you a chance to look over that beautiful gorge that you can see there. This is a completely self-paced stop, so you hop off, spend as much time as you like enjoying those beautiful views, and then hop back on at your leisure. We pride ourselves on also being an accessible experience. So we have the ability to be able to completely stop the cableway, to be able to slow it, or whatever is required to meet guests' needs. We are able to take non-motorised wheelchairs as well, but there's definitely a lot more information that can be found on our accessibility on our website. A lovely upgrade option that you do have, which is very popular for couples and families and for honeymooners, is we have these lovely glass floor gondolas called the Diamond View. So the Diamond View gondolas actually have this beautiful glass floor, and it enables you to get that perspective of like a bird looking down onto the canopy beneath you. So it is really quite a unique upgrade option. And last but not least, one of a fantastic product that we offer to enhance the experience for guests at absolutely no cost is actually our Skyrail app. So the app has a few purposes, but its main purpose is actually to offer some in-gondola commentary. We've actually just recently partnered with the local Jabberkai people to be able to now tell their stories of country. So as you're gliding above the rainforest, you'll hear from a Jabberkai elder about the history of the land and the stories that they have, which is really, really amazing and something that we're really excited to share with guests. Beautiful. And that is us in a little bit of a nutshell. I will hand you back over to the lovely Michael. Thank you, guys.
Amazing. Thanks, Nerida, for that. And thank you, David and Kath, as well, for doing your overviews as well. You really gave some great insight into what agents' clients will experience when they go on your product. So I'm just going to do a quick little end for this webinar where I dive into some of the things that AnsCrow are doing for you guys. We have a few agent incentives, some sales tools, and also just go through where you can find everything that was spoken about today to book for your clients. So as Kath already mentioned, connectivity into Cairns is really easy now. With the new route from Christchurch up to Cairns, it's so much easier for you agents down in the South Island to get your clients over and experience these products. In exciting news, we have just released a brand new brochure, which is the perfect sales tool, including everything you need to know about this beautiful region. So we've included 16 pages of expert insights, exclusive offers, which feature the products spoken about today, a detailed map, and 9 ready-to-book packages. There's itineraries broken down for every type of traveller. We've included families, essential, which is really the quintessential packages that you should be booking for your clients, luxury, adventure, and special interest. The brochure is available to order now from BrochureNet, so feel free to go through and order what you need. We've also got an exciting client incentive that you can offer. We're giving away $50, $100 sightseeing vouchers to anybody who books on a Tropical North Queensland package. So that includes everything that was featured in the brochure, as well as the 17 packages which we have on our website as well. So you're able to pass that on to your clients if you book by the 30th of April 2025. And for you agents, we couldn't leave you guys out. So we've actually just released a luxury Tropical North Queensland escape package, which is available for you guys to win exclusively. This isn't available for any other agents anywhere else. It is only for Kiwi agents. So this escape is valued up to $6,000, and it is really easy to enter. You simply have to sell a minimum of 2 room nights or $500 of Tropical North Queensland land product, and you'll receive an entry into the draw. So basically, the more you sell, the more entries you get. So I'm just going to do a quick overview in terms of the package themes that I spoke about earlier and what is featured in our brochure. So as I said, we have got some essential packages which include some must-do North Queensland itineraries. We've got some family getaways, luxury escapes, which go into those really indulgent experiences, unique experiences, and greater region, which includes those self-drives for people looking to go a little bit outside of Port Douglas and Cairns as well. Here is a 5-day Cairns highlights package, which includes the 2 products that we've spoken about today. This is also featured in our brochure too. I've also featured the Port Douglas Family Highlights package, a luxury itinerary, and one of our fan favorites, the Swim with Dwarf Minke Whales as well, which is catered towards those special interest clients who are looking to do something a little bit different. Everything that was spoken about today is all featured on our website, so please head to anscro.co.nz and you'll be able to find every package, marketing resources including flyers, social media tiles and videos, as well as all details for those itineraries. If you need any marketing assistance, please feel free to reach out to us at anscro.co.nz. Alternatively, you can email directly through to marketing@anscro.com.au and we can get you anything you need to help push us out to your clients. That's everything from me today. I really appreciate everybody taking the time to join us. And thanks, Kath, David, and Nerida for joining us as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Our team will get back to you as soon as possible, and we can send you anything you need.